Everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we got a Beatles update, and these are just going to be some records and items from the past couple months or so that I just kind of found through some local record stores and things like that, and just haven't got around to. So we got a few CDs and some 45s and a couple LPs. So we're just going to go straight into it, and we'll start off with some CDs. Been seem to be getting a lot of CDs lately it seems like, but I guess the more solo Beatles records I kind of get, there isn't really too many. Um, well, there isn't a ton of variations that I'm looking for with the solo albums. So once I get the vinyl copy of them, I kind of move to either the CD version or the CDs that they put out. They never had a vinyl version of it, so I'm trying to look for those right now. But anyway, we'll go on to Paul here first, and this is the his Russian album, and this version has 14 songs on it, so it has one more extra track than the vinyl version. It has 13, and the one extra track on here is number 4, and it is "I'm in Love Again." And when I was playing this in the car, and that song came on, I was like, I'm not too sure what this is, and then like, oh, well, that makes sense. That's the bonus track probably. And so there's the CD. Has a little booklet. Also, fun fact about the LP version that there is an 11 track version of the album as well. So you can try to find both copies of the Russian album, either the 11 track version and the 13 track version. I think there might be some error one that had 12 tracks, I believe, but this one has 14, so a lot of stuff to look out for that one, at least. And then, speaking of another bonus track, we got George Harrison, Best of Dark Horse, 76 to the 89 years here. And the vinyl version has 14 tracks, even though it lists 15. From what I could tell and look up here, the vinyl version has there is Gone Troppo listed on the album, but it does not actually play on the record. So this one lists Gone Troppo and also plays Gone Troppo. So that's kind of a little bonus extra track for this CD here. So there is the inside and the CD. Let's see what the booklet's got. It's just kind of a lyrics to all the songs in there, so nothing too crazy there. And then I have one more CD, and it's going to be a Ringo album. One of a more modern Ringo album here, and it is Liverpool 8. And again, this is one of his albums that has not come out on vinyl yet. Let's see, there we go. And speaking of CDs or Ringo records that haven't came out on vinyl yet, the Live at Soundstage and the Ringo Rama I will be getting at some point in time. Just don't know when. I already got the Live at Soundstage ordered, so I'm just waiting for that to come in. And then the Ringo Rama, I might wait a little bit for that one on Amazon to see if any prices kind of come down on that, because it is a little pricey and I don't mind waiting a little bit. But I am excited for those two to finally be out on vinyl. I think those are pretty good releases, so I'm interested in what else they're going to put out, if anything they do for Record Store Day, if anything like that. So those are the CDs, and I got a handful of 45s here. Nothing too crazy. It's just I found a lot of like a bulk chunk for really cheap. I think online and then also in a record store here. So this one is "Do You Want to Know a Secret?" and "Thank You Girl." This is just a kind of a slight label variation for me here. I think it's got a color band bracket label, and I think uh, this is on 2 lines instead of one. I believe that's the difference between the one I already have. And then next up, we got just a standard The Long and Winding Road back for Your Blue. And this is just a 1970 Los Angeles pressing. And speaking of Los Angeles pressings of um, Long and Winding Road, I believe they did make a handful of West Coast picture sleeves for this record, but it's like very, very, very scarce from what I've done for looking up in some of my books. So that'll probably be the closest I can get to a Los Angeles pressing Long and Winding Road. And this one was pretty cool. So I just kind of got this for really cheap. It's just a standard Hey Jude in Revolution, and I kind of got it within a bulk buy. And I was comparing it to the one that I already have, since I already kind of thought I had this label variation. And the one that I already have, as you can probably see, is a little bit more beat up. But the cool thing about this one, and there was kind of a name sticker on here, and it says Cynthia Powell. I was like, why does that sound familiar? Well, that is John Lennon's former wife, Cynthia's maiden name. And it's funny that it's on Hey Jude talking about their son. So obviously, it's not her personal copy. This is um, someone in Alabama named Miss Cynthia Powell. So I thought it was pretty funny. I don't think I'm going to really give this one away and upgrade it. I was kind of keep both, but I thought it was pretty funny. Let's see if you can read that there. Anyway, I thought the coincidence was pretty crazy. That happened to be Beatles related, name related, and then also be on Hey Jude, again talking about their son. So that was pretty cool. And then for these next few, these are all going to be on the purple capital label, all from '78. And I was going to run through these real quick. And first up, we got the Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band back with A Day in the Life. It also has, with a little help from my friends, I already have a picture sleeve with it, but this is a Jacksonville pressing, and this one is a Los Angeles pressing. So I decided I got these for really cheap, so I decided just to keep them and just have a slight variation for right now. And next up, we got Get Back and Don't Let Me Down on the purple capital. Hello, Goodbye, and I'm the Walrus. And let's just take one of these out because I believe all these were in pretty decent shape, at least. So just got a little dust on them. So good. And then next up, we got Yellow Submarine and Eleanor Rigby. And then when I was putting these in to Discogs into my collection, I was put this next one in Strawberry Fields Forever and Penny Lane, and for whatever reason, it seems that this goes for a little bit more money. I don't really know why. It seemed to be that way. Let me see what the median uh, goes for here on Discogs real quick, because I kind of put it in. I was like, why is this one so expensive compared to all the other ones that I just put in? Because usually I don't like to pay more than $5 a piece for a 45, that kind of thing. And this median price is $25 on Discogs right now, and the highest one sold for is 40. So I'm very kind of interested or confused on why this particular pressing of Strawberry Fields is so expensive. If anyone knows, please let me know. But there's 7 copies for sale starting at $20, and I'm just not too sure why. So anyway, we'll go on to the last purple capital, and that would be another Hey Jude, back with Revolution. And the last 45 is going back to 64 here. It's Ain't She Sweet, back with Nobody's Child, with the company sleeve there. And then again, this is just a slight label variation. There's a whole bunch of label variations for this one. It's like vocal by John Lennon. That could be changed around a little bit. The rim text can be changed a little bit. And I think like there's some line spacing and some credits on here as well that could be like changed and stuff like that. So I definitely got to be real specific with those for any kind of variations. So all right, we got 4 LPs, and that will be the update. And this is kind of under Beatles related, I would say, but it still has a George Harrison song on it, and that would be the Porky's Revenge soundtrack. And it has the George Harrison I Don't Want to Do It on here. And this one actually happens to be a promo. And it is on the Columbia label. I already have the 45s of I Don't Want to Do It, the stock copy and the promo copy. So it's nice to have the soundtrack. So I'll put it under my Beatles related section, I would say. Would you put this one under your George Harrison section or a Beatles related section, I guess? Sometimes it's a little tricky to organize them, at least for me. But next up, we got just a standard US copy of Rubber Soul. But this one is a orange label from 76. I just didn't have this label variation yet for this album, so I decided to pick it up. And then this one, pretty happy with this find, because the copy that I had, I wasn't sure it was a bootleg or real or not. Sometimes it's kind of tricky to find, but I know this one for sure is real, and that is the Beatles' Jolly Watt, and with Frank Outfield as well. So this is a 1964 color band bracket label copy of this one here. It has the MR Monarch logo in the dead wax, and this is also a mono copy. So picked it up for actually a pretty good price. This record store had like a 15 or 20% off day or something like that for their used records. So I can't complain about that. And I guess the next copy I'll try to hunt down will either be a stereo version, and then of course there's the blue cover that looks like the Love Me Do US picture sleeve, but that'll be a little bit out of reach for quite a while, I would say, as that one is pretty expensive. So the last album I got here today, when I was kind of flipping through the records, I kind of flipped through it and I was like, what is this? I'm not too sure if I've seen this before, at least this album cover before. Now you can take it out, and it was under the Ringo, and it's a Ringo section, and I pulled this out. I was like, that looks pretty odd. Let me take a look at it. So it's the Ringo Blast from Your Past, but this is a reissue. There's a UK version of this, the exact same cover, but this is a Spanish cover, but it's pretty much the same thing here. And I thought the cover was pretty interesting. So yeah, again, there's the back. I believe this came out in 1981. It looks like it is. So again, there's the UK version, and then I guess Spain also reissued it in 1981 as well, and it's on the MFP label here. I just thought it was kind of a interesting, unique cover compared to its original first pressing. So I thought might as well pick it up. Wasn't too expensive or anything. It's just a different cover. So I thought it was pretty cool. And that will about wrap that up for this Beatles update. Again, I'll have some more stuff kind of coming in the mail from the Ringo Live at Soundstage, things like that, whenever that'll eventually get here. I tried ordering it through the Friday Music uh, site, but they just kept pushing it back to when they're going to ship it from, they said like early August, late August, and then they said no, it's not going to ship until October. So I'm trying to just cancel that order, and I just ordered it through Amazon, and so that will be here in a couple days anyway. So I think I'm going to get, yeah, I got the burgundy and black swirl color vinyl, and then we'll I still plan on getting the Ringo Rama and then also the George Harrison Let It Roll compilation. I've been waiting for that one to go down on Amazon as well. I think right now it's 15% off, so I think it's only about $50-ish right now. So it might be worth looking into that. And speaking of all the new Beatles and solo Beatles releases, there's a ton of stuff out there. So um, I'm gonna have to kind of narrow down on what I really want, as things are pretty expensive nowadays. Again, I might just have to wait till they get on Amazon and the price drops a little bit. But I'm okay waiting here for a little bit. Um, and then the Anthology 4 stuff, with it now being released by itself. Now I really don't know what to do, because I was just going to stick with the CD and maybe get the vinyl down the road if it was really cheap. But now, like, do I just pick up the vinyl Anthology 4 only and then still get the CD? I don't know. It's a little weird, but I'll have some time to think about it. In the Christmas season is coming, so maybe I'll get a couple gifts here and there anyway. So that's enough about all those releases, and I think that'll do it here. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you on the next one.